Imagine waking up every morning knowing that your work not only feeds your family but also feeds your community. Imagine turning a small piece of land or even a simple backyard into a thriving business that creates income year after year. Now let me ask you a question. Have you ever looked at successful farmers and thought, they must have inherited a large farm ... They must have had a lot of money ... They were simply lucky. The truth is very different. Across the world, thousands of successful farmers started with almost nothing. Some began with just a few chickens. Others started with a handful of vegetable seeds, a rented plot of land, or a single dairy cow. They didn't begin with wealth. They began with a dream, a plan, and the determination to keep going even when things became difficult. Building a profitable farming business is not about luck. It is about making smart decisions every single day. In this documentary, I'll guide you through the complete journey of building a profitable farming business from zero. Whether you live in a rural village, a small town, or on the outskirts of a city, these principles can help you start your own agricultural business. By the end of this video, you'll understand how successful farmers think, how they make decisions, how they overcome setbacks, and how they turn challenges into opportunities. This isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about building something that lasts for years, supports your family, and creates a better future. Let's begin the journey. Step 1. Set clear goals, the foundation of every successful farming business. Before you buy your first seed, your first chicken, your first goat, or even your first farming tool, there is something far more important. That investment is not money, it is your vision. Every successful farming business begins with a dream that becomes a goal. Every large commercial farm you see today started as an idea in someone's mind. At one point, every successful farmer was a beginner. They had doubts, they made mistakes, they faced challenges. But they had one thing that separated them. They knew what they wanted to achieve. Many people believe farming is simply planting crops or raising animals. In reality, farming is running a business, and every successful business starts with clear direction. Imagine boarding a bus without knowing its destination. You might travel for hours, but you will probably never arrive where you truly want to be. Starting without clear goals is the same. You may work hard every day, but hard work without direction often leads to frustration instead of success. So, before you invest a single dollar, stop and ask yourself some important questions. Why do I want to become a farmer? Is it because you want financial freedom? Is it because you love agriculture? Do you want to provide food for your community? Or perhaps you dream of leaving your office job and building a life connected to nature. Whatever your reason, write it down. Your reason will become your source of motivation when farming becomes difficult. And make no mistake, there will be difficult days. There will be seasons when rain doesn't come, prices may fall, pests may damage crops, animals can become sick, equipment may break down. During those moments, people without clear goals often give up. But people with a strong purpose find another way. What kind of farming business do I want to build? Do you want a small family farm or to supply vegetables to supermarkets? Would you like to build a large poultry farm? Perhaps you see yourself exporting coffee, fruits, or spices to international markets. Once your vision is clear, transform it into measurable goals. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, write something specific. Within 1 year, I want to earn my first profit. Within 3 years, I want to own a 5-acre farm. Specific goals create focus. Divide your goals into 3 stages. Short-term goals are what you want to accomplish within the next 12 months. Your medium-term goals cover 2 to 5 years. During this, you may expand production, purchase equipment, or build irrigation systems. Your long-term goals look beyond 5 years. Think about where you want your business to be in 10 years. Remember this, small goals create small actions, big dreams inspire extraordinary effort. However, dreaming alone is not enough. Goals require commitment. Every seed you plant today is an investment in tomorrow. Every lesson you learn today prepares you for greater success. Never compare your beginning with someone else's success. You may see farmers with hundreds of hectares or expensive machinery. What you don't see are the years of sacrifice and hard work that brought them there. Focus on your own journey. Even if your first farm is only a small backyard garden, manage it like a professional business. Excellence at a small scale creates habits. Always remember, a successful farming business is not built in one season. It is built through thousands of smart decisions made consistently. Take time today to write your vision. Let them remind you that every great success story began exactly where you are now. In the next chapter, we'll explore the second foundation, learning before investing, and why knowledge is often more valuable than money. Step 2. Learn before you invest. Knowledge is the most valuable asset you can own. Imagine two people starting exactly the same farming business. Both have the same amount of land. Both have the same amount of money. Both buy the same seeds, the same equipment, and begin on the same day. One farmer succeeds, the other loses almost everything. Why does this happen? The answer is simple. One invested in knowledge before investing in farming, the other invested only in materials. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is believing that farming is easy. They think all they need is land, seeds, animals, and hard work. But agriculture is much more than planting and harvesting. It is a science, a business, and a lifelong learning journey. Successful farmers never stop learning. Even those with decades of experience continue studying new farming methods, improved seed varieties, and climate changes. Think about a pilot. Would you board an airplane flown by someone who had never received training? Of course not. The same principle applies to farming. Every decision you make affects your crops, your animals, your income, and your future. Before spending your first dollar, spend time learning. Start by understanding your local environment. What type of soil do you have? How much rainfall does your area receive? Which crops naturally perform well? These simple questions can save you thousands of dollars in costly mistakes. Next, learn the basics of crop production. Understand how seeds germinate. Learn why healthy soil is the foundation of every successful harvest. If livestock is your passion, dedicate time to animal management. Study proper feeding programs. Understand breeding practices. Learn how to recognize early signs of illness. Soil is a living ecosystem filled with microorganisms that help plants absorb nutrients. Ignoring soil health is like building a house on a weak foundation. Modern farming also requires understanding technology. Today, farmers use mobile apps, drones, and sensors to measure soil moisture and predict diseases. Financial knowledge is equally important. Many farms fail because money was managed poorly. Learn how to calculate production costs and profit margins. Building relationships with buyers, suppliers, and other farmers creates opportunities that money alone cannot buy. Agriculture is not a journey you travel alone, so where can you learn? Start with books, watch educational videos, and attend agricultural workshops and field demonstrations whenever possible. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. The goal is not to avoid every mistake. The goal is to avoid making the same mistake twice. Money can buy land and machinery, but money alone cannot buy wisdom. Wisdom is earned through learning, observation, and experience. The world's most successful farmers remain students for life. As you prepare, make yourself one promise: I will invest in my knowledge before my land. In the next chapter, we'll explore one of the most important decisions you'll ever make: choosing the right farming business for your land. Step 3. Choose the right farming business. Success begins with the right decision. Imagine standing at the entrance to a road that splits into many directions. One road leads to vegetable farming, another leads to poultry production. A third takes you toward dairy farming. Each road has the potential to lead to success. But here's the challenge: not every road is meant for you. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is choosing a farming business simply because someone else became successful doing it. A profitable farming business is determined by what is right for your situation. Before making any investment, take time to understand your resources. The first resource is your land. Land is the foundation upon which your entire business will be built. The second resource is water. Without a reliable water supply, even the best farming ideas can fail. The third resource is climate. Instead of fighting nature, work with it. Next, think about your budget. Some of the world's most successful farming businesses started on a very small scale. If your budget is limited, begin with enterprises like mushroom farming or beekeeping. Never borrow more money than your farm can realistically repay. Now let's talk about the market. Successful entrepreneurs ask, what do customers want to buy? The market should influence your decision as much as your personal interests. Finally, focus on specialization. Instead of trying to do everything at once, focus on mastering one enterprise. Become exceptionally good at producing one product. Choose an enterprise that matches your land, your climate, your budget, your market, and your long-term vision. Because when the right farmer meets the right opportunity, success becomes a realistic destination. Step 4. Research your market. Grow what people want to buy. Imagine spending months preparing your land. You wake up before sunrise every day. You plant your crops with care. You water them, protect them from pests, remove weeds, and patiently wait for harvest. Finally, the day arrives. Your crops are beautiful. The quality is excellent. You fill baskets with fresh produce and head to the market, excited to make your first profit. But when you arrive, something unexpected happens. Every farmer around you is selling exactly the same product. There are tomatoes everywhere. Hundreds of bags, thousands of kilograms. Buyers have too many choices. Prices begin to fall. What you expected to sell for a high price now sells for almost nothing. After months of hard work, you return home disappointed, not because you failed to grow good crops, but because you failed to understand the market. This is one of the biggest reasons farming businesses fail. Many people focus all their attention on production. Very few spend enough time studying the customer. Successful farmers understand one simple principle: don't grow first and look for customers later. Find customers first, then grow what they need. Market research simply means learning who will buy your products, what they want, how much they need, and how much they will pay. Think of yourself as a detective. Your job is to collect information before making expensive decisions. The first question you should ask is, who is my customer? It could be a family, a supermarket, a restaurant, or a wholesaler. What products are in high demand? Walk through local markets. Observe what people buy most often. Talk with traders. Successful farmers understand seasonal patterns and prepare long before everyone else. Now ask another critical question. Who are my competitors? Never fear competition. Instead, learn from it. Innovation often creates opportunities. Perhaps you can offer fresher produce, better quality, or provide home delivery. Professional farmers understand their production costs first. A profitable business begins with understanding your costs and setting sustainable prices. Today's technology makes market research easier. Use social media, join farming groups, and read market reports. One excellent habit is building relationships with buyers before planting. These conversations provide information that no textbook can teach. Remember, farming is about solving problems for customers. Meet their need for high-quality food better than anyone else. In the next chapter, we'll learn how to transform these ideas into a practical business plan for long-term success. Step 5. Prepare a business plan. Turn your dream into a roadmap for success. Every successful building begins with a blueprint. Before a single brick is laid, architects create detailed plans. They calculate measurements, identify risks, estimate costs, and visualize the final structure long before construction begins. Now imagine trying to build a house without a blueprint. You wouldn't know how much material you need. You wouldn't know where the foundation should go. Eventually, the entire structure would collapse. The same is true in farming. Many people start farming with enthusiasm but without a plan. They buy land or invest in livestock simply because they feel excited. Hope is important, but hope is not a business strategy. Successful farmers don't leave their future to chance. They create a business plan. A business plan is more than a document. It is your roadmap. It tells you where you are today and where you want to go. The first section of your plan should describe your vision. Ask yourself, what kind of farming business do I want to build? Do I want to become the leading vegetable supplier in my town? Do I dream of owning one of the largest dairy farms in my region? Your vision should inspire you. It should be ambitious enough to motivate you while remaining realistic enough to achieve. Next comes your mission. Perhaps your mission is to provide safe, nutritious food to your community or create local employment. Now define your products. Exactly what will your farm produce? Tomatoes, broiler chickens, eggs, dairy cows, honey, strawberries. Focus on products that match your market research and available resources. Trying to produce everything at once often creates confusion. Who will buy your products? Will you sell directly to consumers, supply supermarkets, work with restaurants, or partner with wholesalers? Then calculate your startup costs, write down every expense, land preparation, seeds, livestock, machinery, and labor. Many new farmers underestimate costs. Professional farmers plan for them. It's better to discover a financial challenge on paper. Next, estimate your expected income. How much can you realistically receive? Be honest. Every successful business is built on accurate numbers. Now think about risk. Rainfall may fail. Animals may become sick. Pests may damage crops. Instead of hoping, prepare for them. Preparation reduces panic. Install irrigation, purchase insurance, and diversify your products to reduce risks. Your marketing strategy is vital. How will customers discover you? Will you use social media or create a farm brand? A business plan should include a timeline. What will you accomplish this month? Breaking dreams into milestones makes success feel achievable. Keep detailed records of every expense, sale, and harvest. These records become your teacher, showing you what works. A business plan is a living document. As your experience grows and markets change, update and adjust your strategy. The purpose isn't to create a perfect document, but to think carefully before investing. It transforms dreams into practical actions. A goal tells you where you want to go. A business plan shows you how to get there. So, before planting your first seed, take time to write your plan. Visualize every opportunity. In the next chapter, we'll discover why starting small is often the fastest path to building a profitable farming business. If you could ask successful farmers around the world one simple question, if you could start your farming journey again, what would you do differently? Many of them would give the same answer. I would start smaller. That may sound surprising. After all, many people believe that bigger is always better. They think success comes from buying more land, more animals, more machinery, and hiring more workers from the very beginning. But the reality is often different. One of the fastest ways to fail in agriculture is to grow too fast before you are ready. Many beginners believe they must own hundreds of acres to become successful farmers. Others think they need thousands of chickens or dozens of dairy cows. These ideas sound exciting, but they also create enormous risk. Imagine learning to drive a car. Would you begin by driving a fully loaded truck? Of course not. You would first learn the basics. You would practice. You would make small mistakes in a safe environment. Farming works exactly the same way. Start with something you can manage well. If you plan to grow vegetables, begin with a small plot. Learn how your crops respond to your soil. Understand irrigation. Practice pest management. Observe plant growth and how weather affects production. Each season will teach you valuable lessons. If your dream is poultry farming, don't rush to buy 1,000 chicks on your first day. Instead, begin with a manageable flock. Learn proper feeding. Understand vaccination schedules. Recognize signs of disease. Develop good record-keeping habits. Improve your management skills. As your experience grows, increasing your flock becomes much less risky. The same principle applies to dairy farming. Rather than purchasing 10 cows immediately, consider starting with 1 or 2 healthy, productive animals. Learn how to feed them properly. Understand milk production. Develop relationships with buyers. Build confidence before expanding. Remember this important truth: small farms create experienced farmers. Experienced farmers build large businesses. Starting small offers many advantages. First, it reduces financial risk. Markets fluctuate, weather changes, unexpected expenses appear. When your operation is small, mistakes are less costly. A small mistake becomes an education. A large mistake can become a disaster. Second, starting small allows you to improve your systems. You can test different production methods, experiment with irrigation techniques. Try various fertilizers, compare seed varieties. Observe which practices produce the best results. By the time you expand, you'll already know what works. Third, small beginnings help you build discipline. Discipline is one of the greatest qualities successful farmers possess. They monitor their crops every day. They inspect their animals carefully. They keep accurate records. They solve problems early. These habits are easier to develop on a small farm than on a large commercial operation. Another major advantage is cash flow. Instead of borrowing large amounts of money, many successful farmers reinvest their profits. Imagine your first vegetable harvest earns enough to buy better equipment. Your next harvest allows you to purchase improved seeds. A later harvest helps you expand your cultivated land. Your business grows step by step. This is called sustainable growth. Growth built on profit is usually stronger than growth built entirely on debt. One of the greatest dangers for beginners is comparing themselves to experienced farmers. You might visit a commercial farm with hundreds of dairy cows. You might see massive poultry operations. It's easy to think, I need all of that before I can succeed, but remember, you are seeing the result. You are not seeing where they started. Every large tree was once a tiny seed. Every successful farm was once someone's first project. Never be embarrassed by starting small. Be proud that you are starting wisely. Success is measured by whether your farm becomes stronger every season. As your confidence grows, look for opportunities to improve rather than simply expand. Buy better equipment, improve irrigation, use higher quality seed, strengthen your marketing. Sometimes improving efficiency creates more profit than simply increasing size. Another valuable lesson is patience. Agriculture rewards those who think long term. Fruit trees need years before producing their best harvests. Livestock breeding programs require planning. Don't become discouraged if your first season isn't perfect. Every season is an opportunity to learn. Every challenge teaches a valuable lesson. One habit that separates successful entrepreneurs is continuous reinvestment. Ask yourself, what investment will help my farm become better next season? Perhaps it's a water storage tank, better fencing, improved animal housing, training. Each smart investment creates new opportunities. Always celebrate progress, no matter how small. Your first customer matters. Your first profitable harvest matters. Your first healthy calf matters. These milestones are proof that your business is moving in the right direction. They deserve recognition. Finally, remember this: the goal is not to become the biggest farmer overnight. The goal is to become a better farmer every single day. Success in agriculture is rarely built through one giant leap. It is built through thousands of small improvements repeated consistently. So don't worry if your farm is small today. Focus instead on making it productive, make it efficient, make it profitable. A small, profitable farm is far more valuable than a large farm that constantly loses money. Start with what you have, use what you know, learn what you don't. Improve every season, reinvest your profits. Stay patient, stay disciplined, and never stop believing in your vision. Because every great agricultural success story begins exactly the same way, with one person, one dream, one small beginning, and the courage to take the first step. In the next chapter, we'll explore managing money wisely and building a financially strong farming business that can grow for generations. Step 7. Manage your finances wisely, the secret that keeps a farming business alive. Imagine two farmers who both harvest exactly the same amount of crops. They grow on similar land. They sell at nearly the same price. They work equally hard every day. Yet 5 years later, one farmer owns more land, modern equipment, and a growing business. The other farmer is struggling with debt and wondering why all the hard work hasn't paid off. What made the difference? It wasn't luck. It wasn't better weather. It wasn't even a larger farm. The difference was financial management. One farmer controlled money. The other allowed money to control the business. Many people believe farming is only about producing crops or raising animals, but farming is also about managing money. In fact, one of the biggest reasons farming businesses fail is not poor production, it is poor financial management. A farm can produce an excellent harvest and still lose money if expenses are not controlled. That's why every successful farmer thinks like both a producer and a business owner. The first rule of financial management is simple: separate your personal money from your farming business. This may seem like a small detail, but it changes everything. Imagine selling vegetables at the market. You receive payment and immediately spend part of it on household expenses, transportation, and groceries. A few weeks later, you need fertilizer for the next planting season. The money is gone. Your farm cannot continue growing because the business never had the chance to reinvest in itself. Successful farmers create a clear boundary. Business income belongs to the business first. After setting aside money for production and savings, they pay themselves from the remaining profit. This simple habit builds financial stability. The second rule is to know exactly where every dollar goes. You cannot improve what you do not measure. Every farming business should keep records of seeds, fertilizers, animal feed, labor, fuel, equipment maintenance, and sales. Record everything. Consistency is key. Accurate records help you identify which crops produce the highest profits. Budgeting is your financial roadmap. Before every season, estimate your expenses, income, and expected profit. A budget helps you prepare for the unexpected. Another essential habit is building an emergency fund. Agriculture is full of surprises: drought, disease, or market changes. Save a portion of every profit for peace of mind. Reinvest wisely. Ask, will this purchase help my farm produce more income in the future? Debt can be a tool for growth, but only with a clear repayment plan. Diversify your income to reduce risk. Finally, remember, revenue is not the same as profit. A successful farm is built by managing money wisely. Treat your farm like a real business, know your numbers, and build wealth one season at a time. Imagine two farmers who each own 1 hectare of land. They plant the same crop. They begin at the same time. 6 months later, one farmer harvests twice as much as the other. Both farmers worked hard, both experienced the same weather. So, why did one achieve far greater results? The answer is productivity. Productivity is one of the most powerful secrets behind every successful farming business. It is not about working longer hours, it is about producing more value with the resources you already have. The most profitable farmers don't always own the biggest farms. Instead, they make every square meter of land and every drop of water work efficiently. When many people think about increasing profits, their first idea is to buy more land. But expansion without efficiency often creates bigger problems. Successful farmers improve what they already have before they expand. They ask, how can I produce more without wasting more? Everything begins with healthy soil. Soil is not simply dirt. It is a living system filled with billions of microorganisms that support plant growth. Healthy soil stores water more effectively, provides nutrients, and helps crops resist disease. A farmer who ignores soil health builds on a weak foundation. Invest in soil testing, apply organic matter such as compost. Rotate crops, prevent erosion, protect the life within your soil. The next key to productivity is choosing quality seeds or breeding stock. Even with perfect care, poor quality seeds may still disappoint. Starting with improved seed varieties selected for higher yields and disease resistance increases your chances of success from the very beginning. The same principle applies to livestock. Better genetics improve growth rates, milk production, and overall farm performance. Water management is another critical factor. Water is life. Yet many farms lose enormous amounts through poor irrigation practices. Modern systems like drip irrigation reduce waste by supplying moisture directly to roots. Collecting rainwater and mulching also dramatically increase productivity. Timing plays a major role. Planting or harvesting at the wrong time wastes money. Agriculture follows nature's calendar. Productive farmers monitor regularly. Every day they walk through their fields, inspect animals, and search for signs of disease or pests. Small problems discovered early are inexpensive to solve. Large problems ignored become costly emergencies. Another way to improve is reducing waste. Spoiled vegetables, spilled feed, or leaking pipes. Every loss is money that could have been profit. Technology has transformed agriculture. Weather apps, mobile phones connecting to buyers, and management software help good farmers become even better. Productivity also depends on people. Clear communication, proper training, and motivated workers accomplish more with fewer mistakes. Diversification increases productivity. Integrating vegetables with poultry or bees ensures resources are used efficiently and the entire farm becomes more productive. Don't ask how to be perfect, ask how to be 1% better this season. Small improvements repeated create extraordinary long-term success. You cannot improve what you do not measure. Keep records of yields and expenses. Numbers reveal opportunities that memory often forgets. Most importantly, productivity is about producing consistently. Customers value reliability. Consistently high-quality products build trust and loyal customers. Success is determined by how wisely you use the land you have. Every improvement in productivity increases your profits without necessarily increasing costs. Farming excellence is built through thousands of small improvements. The farmers who succeed are the ones who continually learn, adapt, and innovate. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to market your products effectively, build loyal customers, and turn your harvest into lasting profits. Imagine two farmers standing side by side at the end of the harvest season. Both have grown beautiful vegetables. Both worked hard, both produced excellent quality. Yet one farmer sells every product within a few days, earns a healthy profit, and already has customers waiting. The other farmer struggles to sell, lowers prices just to attract buyers, and watches part of the harvest spoil before it ever reaches a customer. What made the difference? It wasn't the quality of the crops. It wasn't the weather. It wasn't luck. The difference was marketing. Many people believe farming ends when the harvest is complete. In reality, harvesting is only the halfway point. The true goal of farming is not simply producing food. The goal is creating value for customers and turning that value into sustainable profit. This is why every successful farmer must also become a good marketer. Marketing doesn't mean convincing people to buy something they don't need. Marketing means helping the right customers discover the products they are already looking for. Think about it. People eat every day. Families buy vegetables, restaurants need fresh ingredients. Hotels require reliable food suppliers, supermarkets want consistent quality. Food processors need raw materials, the demand already exists. Your job is to position your farm so those customers choose you instead of someone else. The first step is understanding your customer. Ask yourself, who am I producing for? Are your customers families, restaurant owners, wholesalers? Each customer has different expectations. A restaurant may value freshness above everything. A supermarket may require attractive packaging and consistent supply. Now let's talk about quality. Quality is your most powerful marketing tool. You don't need expensive advertisements if customers trust your products. Quality creates trust. Trust creates loyal customers. Loyal customers create long-term profit. Every product leaving your farm represents your reputation. Another important part of marketing is presentation. People often buy with their eyes before they buy with their wallets. Clean packaging, fresh appearance. Professional labels, neatly arranged products. These small details influence buying decisions more than many farmers realize. Now think about your brand. What makes your farm different? Perhaps your vegetables are organically grown. Maybe your honey is harvested naturally. Today's farmers also have opportunities previous generations never imagined. A simple smartphone can become one of your most valuable marketing tools. Create a Facebook page for your farm, share photos of healthy crops. Post short videos showing your farming process. Tell the story behind your products. Another excellent strategy is building relationships rather than simply making sales. Don't think of customers as one-time buyers. Think of them as long-term partners. Pricing is another important marketing decision. The best price is one that reflects your quality, covers your costs, and provides fair value. Diversifying your sales channels also strengthens your business. Sell at local markets. Supply supermarkets, join cooperatives, offer home delivery. Timing is another powerful marketing advantage. Sometimes the most profitable farmer isn't the one who grows the most. It's the one who sells at the right time. Another important lesson is adding value. Instead of selling milk, could you produce yogurt or cheese? Instead of raw honey, could you package it under your brand? Most importantly, remember that marketing begins long before harvest. Build relationships early. Talk with buyers before planting. Understand what they need. Growing food makes you a farmer. Selling it successfully makes you an agricultural entrepreneur. The world's most successful farming businesses build trusted brands. In the next and final chapter, we'll discover why continuous learning and innovation are the keys to building a farming business that remains profitable for a lifetime. Step 10. Never stop learning and growing. The journey never ends. Take a moment and imagine yourself 10 years from now. Your farm is thriving. Healthy crops stretch across your fields. Your livestock is productive. Your products are known for their quality. Customers trust your brand. Your business provides a comfortable life for your family and meaningful jobs for your community. Now ask yourself one important question. How did you get there? Was it because you were lucky? Was it because you started with more money? No. The greatest farming success stories are rarely built on luck. They are built on one powerful habit: never stop learning. The day you believe you know everything is the day your farm stops growing. Agriculture continues to change every single year. New seed varieties are developed, modern irrigation systems become more efficient. Artificial intelligence helps detect crop diseases. Drones monitor plant health. Weather forecasting becomes more accurate. The farmers who continue learning stay ahead. Think about the world's greatest athletes. Even after winning championships, they continue training. Successful entrepreneurs keep learning throughout their careers. Why should farming be any different? Learning is part of running your business. Every season teaches a new lesson. Every harvest reveals something you can improve. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to grow wiser. Some of your greatest teachers will not be books. They will be your own experiences. Sometimes a crop will fail. Successful farmers ask, "What can this experience teach me?" Failure becomes education. Education becomes wisdom. Wisdom creates future success. One of the best habits is reading regularly. Agricultural books, market updates, even 20 minutes each day can transform your understanding. Another habit is attending workshops and field days. These events introduce new technologies and build relationships with suppliers. Visit successful farms, observe carefully. Ask respectful questions. Most successful farmers are willing to share valuable advice. Knowledge is available everywhere. Educational videos, online courses, agricultural podcasts. The opportunity has never been greater. But knowledge alone is not enough. You must apply what you learn. Successful farmers learn, experiment, evaluate, and then improve. Innovation is part of continuous growth. Could irrigation be improved? Could technology reduce costs? Curiosity creates innovation. As your farm grows, invest in people. Train your workers. Build a team that grows together. A business becomes stronger when everyone improves. Agriculture is unpredictable. The farmers who survive are the most adaptable. Instead of fearing change, prepare for it. Sustainable farming is not only good for the environment, it is also good for business. Protect the resources that future generations depend on. Gratitude keeps success meaningful. Humility keeps success growing. One day, someone new may ask you for advice. Share your knowledge. The goal is to build a legacy. A business that feeds people and continues growing long after the difficult days have passed. The greatest investment you will ever make is in yourself. When you continue to grow, your farm grows with you. Subscribe to AI Media for more on modern farming and agribusiness strategies. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep building the future. Empowering knowledge through technology and modernizing agriculture. We hope you found today's video valuable. If you did, please hit that like button and share it with others. Don't forget to subscribe to AI Media and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our upcoming insights. Thank you for watching, stay safe, and see you in the next video.